We welcome you to Houston, Texas. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, from the land of the space program, we're ready for takeoff.
That's right, and they're letting those threes fly from everywhere on the court. Let's see if this team can win a third championship.
Ready to go here from Toyota Center. Let's gear up for the opening tip. Won by the Spurs. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Paul across the timeline. Down just a couple. To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Screen coming. Harden against Pirtle. Capella down low. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
DeRozan takes on Eric Gordon. You've got to get that one to go. And now Houston has the basketball. To Harden. Down low, Capella flushes it home.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Down low, Aldridge. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Harden. Curling inside, Harden. To Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Gordon shot, no good.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
LaMarcus Aldridge. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Harden. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
DeRozan with the basketball. To Aldridge. Takes stock of the floor. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 82%. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Harden in possession. Looking to make something happen. Paul to Harden. Short jumper off the mark. Mills in possession. Up by 3. Aldridge. He throws it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Harden against Pirtle. Here comes the screen. It's Harden. James Harden. First couple didn't go. That one is true. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Rockets have the ball. To Paul. To Capella. Can't connect. Mills in possession. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To Aldridge. And the rebound taken in by the Rockets. Now Paul with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. James Harden, 2 of 4 now.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Block up. Here you go.
James Harden fires for 2. The rebound taken by San Antonio. After 1, it's the visiting Spurs out in front. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. 1 quarter in the books. This has the potential to be a good one.
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
To Rivers. From long range, it's DeRozan, the rebound. Derek White picked up by Paul. To Cunningham. And count the basket inside.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense. To Rivers. Here comes the screen. Paul matched up with Pirtle. Off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
DeRozan matched up with Paul. Rudy Gay to DeRozan. Five to shoot for San Antonio. Fires the 3. Rudy Gay, tough shot there. No good. To Rivers. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To DeRozan. Oh, he had him there for a second. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. Rivers into the front court. 5-point game. Shot from the lane won't go. Another follow. No good. To Rudy Gay. For 3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. To Paul. Fires the 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To DeRozan. from the painted area won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To DeRozan.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Rudy Gay to Cunningham. 4-3. Rebound taken in by Fareed. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
For Houston, number 13, James.
To DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan, 3 for 3 in this first half.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Harden to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Here's CP3. Shot won't go. DeRozan with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. Short jumper misses. Harden in possession. Down 5. That's no good. To DeRozan.
Sit him down, sit him down.
Deep left corner. Wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Layup goes down. Well done.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Here comes the screen. DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. That's it for the first half. The Spurs have the lead.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's in the hands of Harden. Gets it down to Capella. That's rebounded by San Antonio. To DeRozan. Aldridge. DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. He's now 5 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show because that's what you're watching right now.
Paul against White. To Harden. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's how you defend.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
DeRozan sizing up Eric Gordon. Nothing going here on that drive. DeRozan missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Paul with it up top. The margin standing now at 7. Clint Capella. He's now 4 for 6.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To DeRozan. Aldridge. No good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Paul, short jumper, won't fall. Down low, Aldridge. And he hits.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Paul into the front court. Right now, down 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Spurs have it. Lays it up and in.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here comes the screen. Paul. That won't go. DeRozan. Nice finish at the rim. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Chance for Paul. Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
It's DeRozan to Aldridge. DeRozan to Patty Mills. Able to convert inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Paul across the timeline. His guys down 11. Has a look. Just not going down. Mills in possession. Counting down toward a minute to play in this third quarter. Can't connect from in close.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Paul against the Australian. Nothing going here on that drive, and he'll head to the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Chris Paul has got 2 shots coming. A career 86% from the line. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Paul into the front court. His guys down by 9. Short jumper off the mark. Three quarters down. The Spurs have the lead. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the third quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
The Spurs with 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc for three. Buries it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Harden against Patty Mills. Here comes the screen. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. LaMarcus Aldridge sends it away. Patty Mills against Chris Paul. To Rudy Gay. Their shot no good by Aldridge. Gordon with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. They work it to Capella. Down low. Throws it down. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
To Rudy Gay. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To Harden. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
To Rudy Gay. DeRozan with a shot that misses. Now Paul with the basketball. 9-point margin. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't go down.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To DeRozan. Down to 5 on the 24. No good. No daylight. Great defense.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Goes to the left side. Paul, that's off the side of the rim, short.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
DeRozan with a shot, no good. Paul with it up top. His team down 9. End-to-end on that one. 94 feet for the basket. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. DeRozan, down low, Aldridge. Old school, backs his man down for the basket. Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Shot from the lane won't go. To Rudy Gay. DeRozan. Down low, Aldridge. Scores from the post. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Harden to Paul.
Hey, you got the screen right, screen right, screen right.
To Capella. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Harden. That's good D. Shot no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's the Spurs who are victorious as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.